Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus!
You can record for 10 more hours. Hello.
Nice.
We are here.
Hello.
Hello. So, let's just start it off by mentioning our sponsor. This is sponsor today is
Spotify Studios.
no, and what's the most basic one? Dollar Shave Club or something shitty. All right.
Ausländer.
Our sponsor is the Ausländer. Yes, they are sponsoring us 10,000 euros
To talk bullshit.
bullshit, absolute bullshit.
So yeah.
So this is the unnamed as of yet podcast. We'll call it the Sartorius cast. That's bad.
That's
bad.
really bad.
We're not going to go on with that.
So guys, we're accepting offers for names.
Yeah.
We still need to name this baby because I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Like first time we do something like this. And
Yeah.
pop in the comments if you have any name suggestions.
Yeah. The comments.
Please subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we decided as we have so much time in quarantine and we're spending so much time together, we should just, and we also miss you guys, so we also wanted to share a bit of our VG life with you and just make you hear our voices because we hope that you miss us as much as we do.
And by you guys, we mean the millions of viewers. Inevitably going to follow.
We miss you.
Yeah. Exactly.
All the fan club. So, what are we talking about today?
Really, anything that we want.
Coronavirus.
Of course, it has to revolve around that. Like, and I had something to do with that. I was going on a walk just about an hour ago with Fritz. I know, illegal. And we stayed a meter apart, and we didn't touch tips. And we only touched tips, and we didn't touch tips. Yeah, no tips. No tips.
And no tits either.
No tips. No, but also I was walking past just down here, just around the corner. And I saw this crane, and of course nobody's working at construction sites. But I thought if you were to pick a job to be, we would be the safest from coronavirus. Being a crane driver would be probably your best bet. If you are on top of a crane, 20 meters above everybody else, nobody else is around you.
No one's gonna sneeze you.
Nobody's gonna sneeze on you. No. They're gonna be really strong, real strong sneeze.
Yeah.
You have to
lots of effort in that sneezing.
You get to feel Pavarotti,
Also
that amount of lung,
physics,
that amount of lung strength to generate that sneeze.
Isn't it that sneeze never goes up?
Uh,
Can you sneeze it up?
I guess, yes, you can sneeze up. It will.
But eventually it's gonna come down.
Yeah, it's just
gravity.
I would say from a physics perspective, but I'm a very bad physics student.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I got a. Yeah, I got a 4.0 in TP2, so that's
Hey,
good
but
enough.
you passed it.
I passed it. Passed everything.
Yeah, a little clap for everyone who passed an exam in the last semester. So
Yeah.
I'm still proud of you.
Cool. Thank you for that. No, but
So,
the thing I was trying to go on about
You all billions guys here.
is that people talk about essential jobs, and that's of course good because you want to go to the supermarket and stuff like that. But to be honest, working in a supermarket is not a good way to spend your time with coronavirus. You're with 400 people in a crowded supermarket. And
do you mean working in
there,
a supermarket?
yeah.
Of course, but that's why we should be so grateful for these people that they still put their lives at risk to provide us with food.
Yeah, and 30 years time we're going to talk
Thank
about...
you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. And 30 years time we're going to talk about
Thank you, Spetty.
No, the Spetty are sassy as fuck. Like, sorry, I have to say
Sassy?
that. They're super sassy.
Now.
Yeah, because didn't you read so our Späti has a paper on the door. Like, first of all, you have to knock so they can let you in, and they also like have a thing like, oh, now that you're here, isn't this a good time to think about consuming less? Like, shouldn't you think about, is it really necessary that you go to the Späti in this moment? I'm like, so. If people don't actually want to sell anymore.
Exactly.
Because they actually don't want people to come anymore.
They want to go out of business. Yeah.
Because they say, I mean, it's super valid because they say, we have to control everyone and it's like super exhausting. And for some of you, literally they say, for some of you, it's just acostumbrado, how do you say?
A convenience.
Like, a convenience to go every Sunday to the Späti. And like, you should really think about if that is necessary. And I'm like... I feel super, super weird now every time I go there. Like, I generally don't want to go there anymore because I always feel like... But then they're super nice. They open you the door like, hey, yeah, welcome. I'm like, yeah, but your door says, like, I should stay out.
No. Also, to be honest, that is partly Germany's fault because, like, every other civilized country in the world has supermarkets. Some supermarkets that are open on Sundays. You know, like if it wasn't for Germany's fucked up system, then we would actually be able to have this kind of thing going on. Like we wouldn't have to go to a Späti.
True, that's true. Yeah.
Like the whole reason that Spätis exist is because people get hungover
church.
and they need like orange juice on Sunday. That's the whole reason it exists.
Yeah.
Or they need like beer on a Saturday night.
Beer on Saturday night. Yeah. But even so,
But you go to church
it's
on Sunday, Caleb. How can you say that it's not? It's a good thing to open on Sundays. Sundays for God.
Sundays for God. Sundays for the Lord. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the day before, it's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kaufland is open on a Saturday until 10. Like,
Yeah, but,
I think
but that's also
what
the
if
thing.
I want a
It's
beer at 11 o'clock?
It's open until 12. That's the whole thing. So
the Späti.
the only benefit of going to a Späti is between the hours of 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock.
Exactly.
Anytime
or
outside.
if you're lazy like me and you just buy cookies there.
No, but for example,
On like the middle of the day when you could go to Kaufland.
But the thing is, for example, if we lived like halfway in between our Späti and like a supermarket, most of the time you go to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Yes, the
That's Werbung. We have to cut that out because that's Werbung.
What?
Like they're gonna censor it.
No, but like, what if they pay us? What is it like this?
Nothing, but isn't this?
We're not making any money from it. We're not profiting off the. It's not open out the Rolling Stones.
But you're not talking bad about.
Yeah.
Still with the Instagram debate,
fuck
you also,
Kaufland, the
on
piece of
Instagram
shit.
you have to
Yes,
declare
they are
everything
awful.
as
They are,
Werbung.
like they
They don't open on Sundays.
they don't open on Sundays. Like Chick-fil-A.
No, but I understand your point. But then on the other hand, aren't we like too comfortable? Like, isn't it okay that we can't go shopping on one single day in the week? Like, we can go shopping every other day of the week. Like, is it really necessary to also be able to go shopping on a Sunday if you can go shopping on a Saturday?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we're such a, I don't know, we're so verwöhnt.
But like, the thing is, like, I understand,
Spoiled.
like, I understand, and it's super great that like we could all go on any day of the week apart from Sunday. But like, when it's 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday and I need my orange juice, like I am going crazy. Like I need it.
Yeah, Sundays are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, we're really living at the limit here.
Yeah,
this is like really tough times.
It's tough times. No orange juice.
First world's problem.
Yeah, maybe Luis, tell our listeners what's going on in Honduras with the shopping go every day.
Well, they're using this method. They're using your ID number. For example, you can only go to the supermarket and put gas on your car Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday. So Mondays, only the people with the ending numbers of their ID, 1, 2, and 3. Wednesday, 4, 5, 6, and Fridays 7, 8, 9, 0.
So on all the other days, the supermarket's just closed.
Yeah, they're quarantined.
So crazy, hey? But I mean, it works
like,
because
it works, yeah.
I mean, what are we guys doing? Like, I'm going shopping once a week and just buy everything I need. But still.
Yeah.
And there are other countries that they have a curfew from 4:00
AM?
p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like in the Dominican Republic,
they
it's
can
5.
go. Yeah, they can go out.
So everyone's making jokes about how they do all these things before 5, and you would see the whole bunch of people in the supermarket without even like 30 centimeters between each other, and everyone's like,
it's like, what's the point anymore? So the whole point of this is to get people to like not congregate. And now you've got like 17,000 people in a supermarket.
Exactly, or going to the bank, like they're just going like. The whole family go like.
I'm actually really surprised that we
stuff.
haven't already died from like some minor flu in the past. You know, like when we're all just packed in like sardines to every single place.
Well, but I mean, in Kaufland and other places, they don't let that many people in at once. So
No.
Yeah,
like,
they're controlling the number.
Yeah.
I love how you're playing with that Corona.
Corona kissing.
So for you guys who can't see this, we have a Corona kissing here.
Which is the entire world, by the way, that can't see this.
Yeah.
Because the entire world was
You guys mean
You
the
guys
entire
are watching
world?
on YouTube
Yeah.
to a non-video segment.
Yeah.
Corona kissing.
Let us know if you want to know more about the Corona kissing.
So this is the merch. This is actually merch that we're selling.
Order now.
$19.99 and you get.
And I think we should do a system that, because we don't know exactly how long this podcast is gonna be, but I think a good thing would be like if any one of us wants it to stop, they just go and do the puzzle.
Yes.
You just stand up and start puzzling without saying anything, and then the others two know without having to like having this weird moment of like, hey, I don't want to talk anymore. We can just be like, oh yeah, we're wrapping this up.
Yeah, but then what it's going to be like is it's going to be like, Louise and Olivia playing the puzzle, and I'm going to be like, okay, I guess it's time to say goodbye. Like, I would like to do this for a bit longer, but Louise just really likes those corner pieces.
Yeah,
I really love the corners.
I forgot how hard puzzles are.
Yeah, like no. The thing is that like Olivia and I were the people that were the two that originally started it, and we were under the impression like Olivia asked me if I wanted to do a puzzle, and I said yeah, sure, I'll make a puzzle, and I said that based on the fact that I thought she was good at puzzles, and I found out later that she asked me based on the fact that she thought I was good at puzzles. So we were doing this for like 20 minutes, and Olivia was doing something completely different to me, and I was doing
so different techniques.
And like we're also like, do you know how to do puzzles generally? And Olivia says, no, not really. I was like, well, I'm not good at puzzles either.
But if you tell it like that, it's you don't have to especially know something to know how to do a puzzle.
Yeah, but
like there's not
me,
such a thing as learning how to do a puzzle.
But for me, I need to know the shortcut. I need to know the shortcut to creating a puzzle.
You were just looking for any like smart technique, smart strategy behind it.
I'm
but
the kind of
there's my strategy's going. I mean, you guys can let us know what is your strategy with puzzles.
Go with the corners.
No,
Yeah.
the strategy's going with the colors. So you have like. I saw.
Look, we're halfway there.
But the thing is, why a puzzle is colours. There's not there's no colour there.
So you spot one corner of the image where there's like a specific color, and then you look for all the pieces in that color, and then you match them together, like I did with the sun. So that made a very big piece of the.
I was actually quite surprised with that. Like I'm like
because you didn't believe in my strategy.
No, because I was trying that as well. But for me, I'm just not a color person. Like for example,
you just don't see color.
Yeah, you're a woman.
I just don't see color.
You're a woman. You distinguish colors better than men.
Is that a fact?
It's a fact. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's biological. Biological. Shit. I don't know. I heard as well that like humans can see more shades of green than any other color because like hundreds of thousands of years ago when we were still like apes, cavemen and apes.
Yeah. Like you could have been a caveman, but I was a full monkey. I was like eating my shit. You know, you're like scraping rocks together. I was eating my shit. You know, eating it fully up.
I can see Lewis is more evolved than you.
I am, because he's a fucking doctor. Like this is not an unpopular opinion. But like back 100.
But you're a scientist, so
Olivia, what do you? No, sorry.
Shut up! So this is my life in quarantine. I'm just constantly
Being roasted.
here.
No, but like the thing is that like 100,000 years ago, or back then, it's like, of course, we lived in a jungle, and you needed to see like a lot of different shades of green because like a jungle is green, and to be able to see like predators in between these kind of trees, you need to be able to distinguish between that. And so still for us today, the cones and rods in our eyes are actually tuned to be able to see more shades of green than any other color, just because of that.
well, and that is the explanation why women are better distinguishing colors, because in that period of time, the men were went to hunt animals, and the women stay with their children. And they gather fruits and berries, and so they needed to know which berries were good or poisonous or
So
and
smart
that's
fact.
that's
crazy.
actually
And like you didn't actually care what the color the animal had. Like at
Yeah,
least
it's like
it was
if he's a green mammoth, you're like, hey, it's still I'm gonna still eat it.
yeah. It breathes, it walks. It would be delicious.
Yeah. No, but the funny thing is that I'm just imagining like there's this tribe of cavemen, and they're all like doing all that shit. And men go out and hunt, women go out and stay with and pick berries, stuff like that. And they're like, and the men come back home and they're totally colorblind. They're like black and white, like 1950s television. So they're like, so.
But they think it's normal, so that's why like you would never.
That's crazy. Yeah, like
recognize
no,
it.
because the thing is, like, I know people that are colorblind, and that's like you don't realize, but like color is a thing that you understand almost automatically, right? It's like that something here is
It's also how
is
you
orange.
taught, because who says that like blue is blue and green is green? It's because we call it like that.
Yeah, of course. It's linguistic as well. But what I'm meaning is that like for people that are colorblind, like they never know that they like of course they just see it and they're like, okay, well this is a slightly different shade of blue, and in fact it's red. You know, it's like this is. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's accurate, the color scheme, but still, it's like that. Like there was this video I saw on YouTube. It was super interesting, and it was this colorblind guy sorting M&Ms. So he had like this camera like on top, and he was sorting like all the different like red, yellow, blue, blah blah blah, and he was colorblind.
The light gray and the darker gray.
Yeah, but the thing is, in post, like in the post effects, he pretty much set up an effect like color effects, such that the red. So that like I think he couldn't see red, or I think he couldn't see green or red, or something like that. Let's just say it's red.
Red.
Yeah. And so he put it in post so that the red was toned down, so that you could distinguish it like he could, and you could see it, and it was like you could see there was like all these colors, and there was like a blue, there was a green, there was a yellow, and there was like a light brown and a dark brown.
Whoa.
And it was like, I know one of these is red. I've been told one of these is red, but like. I just see it as brown. Like if you showed me a tree and you showed me this color, I would say that they're similar colors. They're like the same kind of effect. And these are like the bright red M&Ms. They're not like, you know. Yeah. And so that was super interesting, because it's like you start to kind of see their mindset in it, and like, well, not mindset, like their reality, and that it is actually, it's totally automatic. You know, it's not something that it's like, you just like you don't see this color. What is this? It's like. You're literally.
It's your reality.
You're literally born without it. You've never been able to see this color.
Yeah.
It's just like also like with people.
And it doesn't actually change that much in your life.
No, exactly. No.
Because it's like.
Because if you don't know it, you don't miss it.
It would have like a million years ago.
Yeah.
When we were still living in caves.
Like I'd say 50,000 years ago. Let's say.
Not a million though.
No, million. We went humans.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. I mean, you would have probably died in these times.
Who?
Like you as a person who couldn't see color, when you were like seeing a berry that look brown,
That's
and another
now-
berry
So it's
that look
evolutionary
brown.
as well.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah.
Even the first humans that were like, oh man, I'm gonna try this fruit,
Died.
and died.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, oh no, that's definitely poisonous. I'm gonna try this instead. Oh, this healed my headache. So this is a medicinal.
Yeah.
And that's how pharmacists
yeah.
are born.
And this is cocaine.
Yeah.
This makes me happy,
No.
this mushroom.
yeah, but
Say hello
yeah.
to my little friend.
But I mean, like in our world, does color matter that much? Because I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really change anything.
No. Honestly, the worst part about being
I think so,
colorblind.
yeah,
Traffic,
because it depends
That's
on
interesting.
Traffic
That's
lights.
interesting. Like, there's people who they say I can't tell the difference between green and red. But the thing is that
That's why they're up and down.
That's why they're up and down. That's why they're
Yeah.
always the
Exactly.
same. And so that way that they know, even if they don't know, they say, okay, there's light coming from the top one, and so it's safe for me to go. Or there's light coming from the bottom one, I should stop.
Exactly.
And so it's just a different way of thinking about things. Like honestly, the worst part about being colorblind nowadays is that you can't like drone strike, weddings in Syria anymore. If you can't go to the Air Force if you are colorblind. So
You
that's
can
the
go
whole.
to Air Force.
Yeah, you can't.
in the army in general.
No, in the army I think it can be. It's just the Air Force.
Really?
Yeah, just the Air Force because you need to have these kind of the
Oh no, yeah, you have to
So
be 2020.
It's 2020 and like the super color sensitivity,
Exactly.
and
yeah.
so like that's the big thing. It's like if I wanted to like kill hundreds of innocent children in a hospital in like Palestine,
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. It's
Shit.
like I'd have to be in the army
Yeah,
and
what
just
a
like run into a
disadvantage.
hospital and
and throw a grenade.
Or I could be a politician and sell missiles to the Israelis and they could blow up the hospital. And so it's like, you just have to be more inventive about it. Sorry, that went a bit of a dark turn.
Yeah, how are we
It's
gonna get back
evolution,
to the
baby.
bright side?
No, but like that's one thing about evolution which is fucking crazy. And it's cool. Like crazy cool.
So
But
are
you
you
know-
saying with evolution? So the first humans were all colorblind.
No, there's-
No, I don't think so.
No. The thing is that like our eyes pick up what we need to see. Like for example, for I'll make a different example for like dogs, for example. They can hear higher sounds than what we can hear, but that's because they needed to hear that, And so basically over time.
So we learned to see color because we needed to see it.
The thing is that we have this thing called visible light, and that's such a bullshit statement because it's visible light for humans. It's like we say, okay, well, this is the spectrum of visible light goes from red to purple, for example, and then we've got like ultraviolet and all that stuff. But really, all light is visible light. It's just not to humans.
Except
It's like
black.
well, black is not light.
No, it's not light.
It's the absence of light.
Absence of
But yes,
white. Yeah.
yeah. But like that's the kind of thing. But even then, like, what is white?
It's the white. It's the
It's a
mix of all the colors.
Mixture of all the colors, but also it's a mixture of all the visible colors. Like the thing is that, well, no, like that's wrong. Like it's a mixture of all the colors, but the thing is that the only
Humans that perceive that these
but
colors.
humans can only perceive a small amount. So all
Yeah.
the light is a mixture of pretty much all frequencies of light, which includes like radio waves and stuff like that. Like the white that we perceive is only in the visible spectrum.
But will we be able to see more colors during the evolution? Like it goes
Yeah,
on?
of course, but the evolution.
If we need it,
yeah.
because if we need to survive,
If we survive
need
it.
to adapt to this new.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Colors.
Gamma de colores.
No, I'm really glad to have a doctor here. Are there people that can see like a crazy wide amount of colors? Like they've got an extra cone or rod in their eyes, which means that they can see like a whole different spectrum of colors.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Okay.
Interior designers.
Women.
That is not the same blue.
Yeah. Well,
It's like us and Obi, like fighting over the right shade of.
Well, we were.
If
I was not fighting. I was saying the
Because
opposite of
you
fighting.
didn't
I was saying, no, I don't care. I literally, if it's blue, it's blue enough. It's like for me, it was like I like it. Like mainly, it was how dark it was more than what color it is. So like, like how much light it reflects off it. Because if you've got a black wall, then it just soaks up all the light, and you get a very dark room. So that was what I was more thinking. Like,
Yeah, but there's different, like a bluish can be a little more greenish, a little bit more like
yeah, but I don't
Sky
like.
bluish.
Honestly, for me, I've
Grayish.
like this sounds
Grayish.
awful to say, but I've never cared. Like for me,
I know.
like
But we men, we don't care about it.
Oh,
more
you
about-
don't care about it, but you didn't like the blue that I chose.
oh, like the feminist side is coming out.
Yeah,
always
yeah.
now. And Obi.
No, because
Don't say you don't care because you do.
Yeah,
Deep
no.
down you do.
No, like for me,
yeah,
like,
but I'm talking about the evolutionary part, because women are more like they
You're not talking about yourself. You're talking about men
in general.
Okay.
Like humankind, like, because I don't want to say men, because hey, what about the women? But I'm referring about men in general.
What about women who don't care about color?
No, I'm not saying that. Oh, because you're a woman, you need to. But I'm saying, all I'm saying about that, you as a woman, you perceive colors better than men because of what we said before. So, I don't know. There's like a part of the psychological part of the color, because some colors make you hungry. That's why all the big
Yeah, all of them make me happy.
are red.
Yeah.
For example, Burger King,
Coca-Cola.
McDonald's, Coca-Cola, they're all red because they transmit this
But red also makes you can make you aggressive. That's
aggressive
why the
passion.
Total, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually why.
Yeah, exactly.
So
No, because the bulls they just go for the waving of the
Really? So it could
Yeah.
be,
I
like,
thought
it
the
could be
red is
blue.
also.
No, they're not because of red.
So Spanish people in this group, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah.
Sí,
Is the
yo estoy
red-
de acuerdo.
Is there actually not-
Estoy de acuerdo con Luis. Vale, que lo que ha dicho este tío es cierto, me parece
It's a
cierto,
human
totalmente
background.
cierto. Pero chico, claro que tienes razón. Allá en Cuba todos decimos lo mismo.
Okay, so now you're mixed nationality.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, actually, the
But
bulls,
yeah.
they just go up because of the waving of the flag.
Okay.
And but talking about the psychology of the colors, what do we do with the people that are color blind? That they need, for example, when they go to therapy, like, if you look closely, the children psychologist, they're like practice. They have specific colors. They're like light blue and yellow.
To
and,
make
and-
people feel a certain way.
yeah, to feel them calm. What about if some patient is having panic attacks and they need colors and but they can't see it because they're colorblind.
You have to find a different therapy method, like music or tones or something. I think they could have maybe the same effect.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, but the psychology part of the colors is that they transmit you information without telling you.
Yeah. And your brain still.
And your brain
receives
is
it.
analyzing and interpreting this feelings.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy,
So
crazy.
why? So I've seen that a little bit, and like I see it in your rooms, and I also see it in my brother's room. That what you said about men not caring that much about color, they mostly do everything gray.
Well, to be honest, most of the stuff I got from Joel, so it's not entirely my fault. Like that I got from
Yeah,
Joel,
that's
this I got
true.
from Joel, and then I only chose the sheets and that because Eleanor was like, yeah, that could be a cool color, and I was like, okay, you know more about colors than I do, so I'm gonna trust you. So that's why mine.
Yeah, but there's people who generally don't like to be in rooms with a lot of color. Like they feel like too, kind of like
Overwhelmed.
too overwhelmed,
Yeah.
like too influenced by the color. I think maybe they want to be like neutral.
Yes.
with their rooms.
Well, my mom, she's an interior decorator, and she was like, I'm gonna paint this wall blue for you to make you more sleepy. I'm gonna paint this wall here where you study like with white.
Oh, that's interesting. So you had
Or with the so I have
That's super cool.
It's really cool, but and it works. I'm telling you, it works. And the tone of blue, it doesn't need to be like too dark, because if you paint it in a dark blue, you're
like
gonna
the
feel
night sky.
more sleepy. So you won't be able to wake up like to you were gonna lange schlafen.
Sleeping.
Yeah, it will be so much harder to you to wake up, to get off your bed. So there's actually a science about this.
Yeah.
It's
So Caleb never do
so
that.
this
Paint my walls pink.
yeah. No,
To get you out of bed in the morning.
yeah, and if you paint it like yellow, the wall that's in front of you when you wake up, you won't be able to grab like feel sleepy.
So we
So
shouldn't paint.
there's like a psychology of the colors.
We shouldn't paint the whole kitchen in our turquoise, bluish,
Turquoise.
because then we just all
Fall asleep.
fall asleep on the couch, one over the other.
Yeah, and then the house burns down because we're all sleeping on the couch. So somebody's left the oven on. Somebody's left like garlic bread in the oven, like Carmen. No, there's the microwave. Right?
I don't know. Someone leaves like
No,
water
no,
in the top and just forgets about it.
I've done that twice. Two of our pots are.
You know what they
this way.
say about the third time, right?
No,
Third time's always the like.
I thought it was third time lucky.
No, but it also can be third time unlucky, can it?
Third time.
Well then, well then that means nothing, right?
Yeah, it
can
means the third time
lucky
you're gonna
and-
burn the house down.
But if it means third time lucky and third time unlucky, then who knows what it means?
Third time's the last time, whatever that means.
Oh fuck! Then I'm gonna die.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
No, yeah, no. But like going back to that, going back to that blue thing. Like I remember, and my dad told me this, and so I don't know. Like he's a nurse, so but like I don't know if you got this from
Doesn't
a
see
nurse.
color.
He's a coloured guy. Not hugely. He's probably the same as me. But like I don't know if this came from a nursing perspective or just from like Facebook or something like that. But like he said that like the reason why like for example phones and like Facebook uses a lot of blue light is that at night when you're trying to get to sleep and you've got a lot of bright blue light, that does the opposite effect. That keeps you up.
Oof.
And so that's why
That's
Facebook has blue
mindfuck
light.
of
That's why Twitter
Facebook.
has blue light. That's how other things have blue light because like you can be like you can
But
sleep.
you know what?
I want to go to sleep, and then even if it's 10 minutes more, that's 10 minutes more ads that Facebook can give you.
Yeah.
And that's 10 minutes more.
We should all boycott Facebook.
But you
in
know
this
why?
quarantine
Because
time.
you're watching it in a screen.
I don't get goss from New Zealand friends.
You're watching it in a screen, and the screen sends you UV rays.
And that's
Yeah.
something
So
we don't
and that's
see.
why these UV rays they interfere with your circadian rhythm. Yeah.
And UV light is something we can't see, but it's still
They're still there.
it's still there, and it has still an influence.
So is it known that ultraviolet light stops you from going to sleep more
Exactly.
than other light?
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Exactly. That's
So
why.
why do you fall asleep in the sun then?
Is there an evolutionary reason behind that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. No, I don't
So
know.
when you're on the beach and you're just soaking up the sun, why do you fall asleep then? You should just be like more pumping.
I don't know, maybe it's just the warmth. So you don't get like
Yeah.
like
It's just a sauna effect
you-
where you just get like so dizzy and so dehydrated that you're just like
you don't get like burnt from like going on Facebook too long. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine that. Then nobody would go on it.
I'm gonna Facebook tanning.
It's like somebody walks into the kitchen, it's like you're on your phone too long last night, and they're like, yeah, you see this big rectangular burn on your face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and returning with the psychology of the colors, that's why many hospitals and, for example, like the uniforms of doctors, they are like light blue and white. And because they had like another color, they have white, for example, in their operation room
Yeah.
to distinguish blood, like because sometimes it's gonna be so messy in there that they can distinguish, like which thing is it?
like what's the liver, what's the heart? Like I'm not sure here. Like
Yeah.
everything is red.
Yeah, because sometimes you have like too much blood that you can't see anything. and the nurses sometimes they use like white and light blue because they need to transmit calm, stillness to the family, to the patients and to the relatives of the patients. So that's and if you see like in the hospitals, they're like the rooms, they're like blue. They have, or peach. They have these colors that are
Or
calming.
yellow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yellow,
I've
but
been
in the hallways, in the pathways,
yeah, and in the waiting rooms.
in the waiting rooms, exactly.
My gynecologist I've been there today, so there's a recent memory. So everything is yellow in there, kind of.
Yeah.
But
It was so yellow.
It's because all the pee stains. And there's one pissing on the
why
roof.
do
Yeah.
that? It's all women in there. We don't do that.
No. So dudes do. You don't. The neurologist. When you go to the neurologist, it's like, oh, so like, how can we help you, sir? Yeah, I just peed all over this waiting room, and I really need to see the doctor now.
Yeah, or the fallen off chlamydia test. They're like, oh shit, spilled again. 50 times today.
50 times. You're drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Color. Psychology of color.
Psychology of colour. Like, who would have known we'd have got to here from coronavirus?
Exactly. Wow.
Yeah. What color is coronavirus?
Well,
What? Ooh, wow.
it is this colour. It's the colour of our pillow, which is our new merch. We're plugging it again. $19.99.
Ad block.
That would be funny, actually, if like they advanced ad block to the point where whenever somebody was saying an ad or any like corporation on like YouTube video, just block it out. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the toxic practices of and
This goes to the next part where they're not talking.
yeah,
Couldn't watch any influencers
yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, let's make a hashtag. Which color is coronavirus? Hashtag coronavirus color.
Well, like,
I don't know.
well, like, there's the
What is the first thing I think about? I thought about yellow, to be honest, but like
because
a
it
bright.
came from China.
No.
Oh my
What?
god!
Oh
that's
my
so
god,
racist.
Olivia.
Oh my god!
Olivia.
Oh no!
How bad do you think of me, guys?
Jesus!
I know. How are you an anthropologist?
No, but like blue. Can we not put that here, please?
Can we cut this out?
No, we're not cutting anything. No, but you know, when you see like a very ugly bright yellow and it's like you associate it with sickness.
I do that because it's with iodine.
Huh?
I associate it with sickness because like that sickly yellow is like the iodine. It's like when you're like sick and you're having like surgery and they cut you open, they have like that
true.
yellow stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so that I think is
Also,
why for
yellow
me-
fever. How do you call it in English? Gelb fever.
Yellow fever, yeah.
Yellow fever.
We don't call it
It's like
gelb
so
fever.
many diseases. Like
There's two.
Puss?
Yeah, it's yellow fever.
pus,
Pus.
pus,
Pus?
pus.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it's pronounced that way.
Because
It's also
protein.
yellow.
P,
P.
but it's sterile.
Billis?
Billies.
Yeah. Billis is.
You like the country?
Huh?
Like the country?
No. Billis? Bile?
Bile. Oh.
Bile.
What's
Sorry.
that?
It's like the stuff that's
secretion-
here, right?
Yeah.
No, and in your
No,
blood.
in your liver.
Just everything slimy kind of I associate with like yellow. Also a bit green, but more like yellow because green.
Mucus?
Huh?
Mucus?
Yeah, everything.
Everything. Also, if you have like a pills,
Yeah.
a candida on your toe, also it also turns yellow.
Like, what do you mean?
Yellow's just the color of
Yellow is the color of sickness.
but it's also like a friendly color. So you
But
have to
also like
distinguish,
jaundice, right?
like.
What?
Jaundice. Like when people get the.
Ah, jaundice. Yeah, exactly. They turn yellow.
So pop in the comments what color do you associate Corona with? Just
Blue.
hashtag.
I don't know why I associate it with
Hashtag
blue.
Corona yellow. Hashtag Corona
Yeah.
blue. Hashtag Corona.
I think
green.
after Trump's treatment of the coronavirus, it's going to be associated with orange.
And Boris Johnson. What happened to Boris Johnson?
He got coronavirus.
Yeah, but has he recovered?
He's been released, I think, from quarantine. I think he's safe. Well, like safe from coronavirus, not safe from the British population. He's still a large danger to them.
Wow.
But no, yeah. There's also like who else? There's Boris Johnson. There's Jair Bolsonaro from Brazil.
Really?
What happened to that
Yeah.
guy?
Well, like he's
Like,
still
he's-
alive.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Like with coronavirus or like
With
politically?
coronavirus, like he survived it and he's recovered,
Yeah.
probably, right?
Probably he
'Cause
will
that was,
because
like, over
he
2
had
weeks
the
ago.
means. Like he can
he's
access to the best hospitals.
But still, if it hits you hard, like all the access you can get, you can still be.
But then also, I think like,
Dead.
but
Capitalism. Because
Yeah, but I mean, eventually, that's kind of like the thing about the virus. Okay, so money can help you get the best treatment, but still, with the best treatment, if it hits you hard, it's just gonna knock you out.
Yeah.
It's like cancer. Like you can still get the best treatment, and you can still die of it. Like no one's immortal
Yeah.
in this crisis.
like, but
Even rich people.
but the thing is like
But I get your point. Like, of course, poor
Yeah,
people
because
are more
Boris
affected.
Johnson-
Yeah, of course. Like
Prince Charles.
yeah, but he's gonna die. He's definitely gonna die. He's like 173. Like he's a walking ball sack. He is going to die any second now.
He's
Like
finally got the crown, the corona.
the corona.
But then,
Okay, which meme did you see that? You should make a meme about that.
yeah, there is a meme. Actually, there is a meme.
It's like all Luis's jokes come from some memes.
I've got sponsored by me.
Luis is
We were
definitely
talking about it like an
a
hour
meme
ago.
king.
Talking an hour ago, and it was basically like Louis like does nothing now. He's just on Facebook all the time. He's
Yeah,
searching
I
for
know.
these memes. He's pretty much like a hacker. 'Cause, like he's like you saw like the montage video, or like the green numbers flying across the screen, and it's like him just sweating, looking at the memes. I need more memes. I need the memes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like,
Oh my God, that's so sad.
No, it's also funny because you're just a meme king. You're like
Yeah, it would've
keeping the meme level high in this video.
It would have been like a week and a day ago when like Cardi B released the coronavirus meme. And seriously, like every day I've woken up pretty much. It's like coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus.
Like Louis waking us up, he's like
Like-
coronavirus, everyone.
It's
Shit, real.
Shit's real.
It's getting real.
Hey, real. Oh, I'm telling you.
Like you couldn't sneeze, you couldn't like cough, you couldn't like I don't know wash your hands. Like
Blow your nose.
Or yourself.
fuck.
What?
That's
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, but
Coronavirus.
shit's getting real, guys. Stay home, stay safe, stay
home.
healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually waiting for other people's podcasts because I wonder if anyone's listening up to this minute to our bullshit.
They will be, I think.
Do you think
It
everyone?
means
So, okay,
the whole
okay.
world.
Everyone, what's a really cool symbol? Oh, the farmer. Everyone who has listened until this minute sends a farmer, please.
Because the farmer is unappreciated.
It's because it's your favorite emoji and I love it.
I've been ripping the farmer for
And you're
a
looking
long
like
time.
the farmer right now. So you have to know that Caleb has the best mustache right now.
Mustache.
Like Louis is going
And
for it as
such
well.
a- yeah.
I'm growing it.
Yeah, come on.
It's on the
Yeah,
side.
I also would say that, but like I can't go for that.
Okay, just.
But
be
I would
If you
sympathize.
could, bro.
Yeah,
I know,
I
it'd be
would.
real.
I would.
No, okay, like.
Hey, there's women with facial hair.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I can still draw it on, kind of.
No. Well, the thing is, like, here's the doctor's perspective, kind of immoral. But what would be an excuse that Olivia could give to a doctor so that they would give her testosterone?
What?
Testosterone, so that she could grow a beard.
No, she
I
she
could
can
say
have
that
like
I'm transsexual.
no, she can easily have like how do you say that? Multiple cysts in her ovaries,
Okay, cool.
and that interfere with your secretion of your estrogen and well your female hormones, and there's an unbalance with your hormone.
And then I
And-
get testosterone.
But women don't produce testosterone.
Of course they do.
Yes.
If they don't produce testosterone, well, testosterone
Okay.
is the hormone that makes you horny.
Okay.
And in men, well, obviously we produce more testosterone that gives you our secondary characteristic, which is beard,
Yeah.
the voice.
Okay,
Can you please always talk like that? It's really cool.
So I think I would swap around. So it's men that don't have estrogen, right? Or men have.
We secrete, yeah.
Okay, well then I've got everything to do with science totally wrong.
Yeah, no, we secrete it. Obviously, but we secrete, for example, when men have problems with their liver, when they have liver problems, for example, cirrhosis,
Yeah.
cirrhosis,
Cirrhosis, yeah.
cirrhosis, yeah. men grow boobs because the liver helps to regulate your hormone.
And that's some
Equilibrium.
and some women can grow facial hair,
Exactly.
And, like,
That's
not-
called
not just, like-
hirsutism.
and not just like a little bit. Like they can grow proper
The
beards.
whole beard, yeah.
They can have like the same amount of hair on their body as a man.
Exactly.
Although they're still a woman. So,
My sister, for example, she is very...
but can she grow a beard? Like,
No, not but she's very like
Hairy.
she hairy, and she in the sideburns she went to get the laser. Yeah, because she grew like a lot of hair in the
And
But
it's just
that's
annoying
just-
to just take it off every time.
but that just shows on another level how, like, our image of gender is actually very in boxes, and it's actually more varied than we think. Like, we have both the same hormones, not in the same amount,
Exactly.
but it's varied. It's a spectrum. It's not something that is so clear.
Exactly.
And,
That's why
like,
some men,
society sometimes portrays us.
yeah, because some men produces so much testosterone, estrogen, that they get their skin very soft. They have very soft skin. And there are women that secretes more testosterone that they're very hairy, or they have like very dry, really dry skin or acne.
One of my friends, she said that once, that she produces like more testosterone, and she also said that she sweats a lot more than other women
Yeah, exactly.
because of that.
She's very hot, very horny. No, because
But
testosterone
does
is...
it have to do with your libido as well?
Yes, exactly.
So if you have
Testosterone produces stimulates your pituitary gland.
like
But
that
there's women
secretes
that are
libido.
horny than men.
but is that the main one?
What?
Is that the main one?
Yeah.
The main hormone?
Yeah.
That makes us horny. Okay, well.
But you can't say, I mean, there's often the stereotype of men being hornier than women, but there's women being hornier than men as well, so it's not the only factor, right?
Because you know when a man is hornier, because you get
You see it more.
you see it. But women are more like I don't know, like more how do you say, like shy, like more prudent.
But is that because of biology or because of society?
I would say both.
Because, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, I think there's the big stereotype about that, but it's not necessarily true. Like, there could be many couples, and I think there are many couples where maybe the woman is hornier, yeah, wants more sex, is like generally more proactive, and
Exactly.
like it's not. I think it's not black and white here. So
No.
It's-
Everything's
yeah.
rare.
that's the interesting thing about libido. That it's probably not only hormones. It's like so many other aspects.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, can you turn your brain off and not think about the...
Sex.
No,
But-
not think about all the other things.
But that's
Can you focus on sex?
that's
okay.
our
I think that's-
primary our oldest part of our brain. Our primary
Stammhirn in German.
needs. I don't know how to say it. Like
Yeah.
instinctos, primary instincts,
Yeah.
and they're like procreation, eating, fight, aggression, or
Like,
run.
Fight?
Yeah,
Fight or flight, yeah.
fight or flight.
What about sleeping? You don't
Sleep. Yeah.
Okay. Because for me, it's like if
No,
that is a bit calm. That is a bit calm. Yeah,
And
then
those
there's
are-
sleep, and then why this like sex is somewhere way down, and then there's eating, and then eating, but like sleep is up there.
So you'd say sex is above eating still?
No.
Eating is so
No.
far down?
No.
But it's our primary.
No,
it's our instinct.
Yeah.
It's basic.
Yeah.
It's you can't just turn it off. You won't be a human at all if you don't have those instinct. For example, there's a case. You know the case of Phineas Gage.
The guy with the thing through his head, right?
Exactly.
With a what?
So he was in a railroad accident or something like that.
Exactly.
And essentially, he got a massive like metal pile, and it went straight through his brain.
It enters in her forehead and came out of this part.
Oof, yeah.
So it affects his frontal lobe. And after that, he became before the accident, he was one person. He was very friendly. He was very jolly person. And after the accident, they thought he was dead because he had a
pole through his head.
pole through his head, but miraculously he was alive. So they took him to the hospital. He got operation and stuff, and when he got out of the hospital, he was a complete different person. Because
Like a different personality. But
yes, he was aggressive. He was very, very
But
aggressive.
he could talk, he could walk, he could do anything.
Yeah, the other instincts part, like talking and all the stuff, he can do it. But in his primal instinct part, he was very aggressive. He was very angry. He lost his job, all of his jobs, because he was.
And why was that?
Nobody
Because-
couldn't stand him.
Because the primary instinct part was affected.
Exactly,
And
the
it was
frontal
like-
lobe. So our frontal lobe is our instinct part. So that opened a whole new chapter for psychiatrists and neurology. For that study.
People take care of your instincts, pursue them.
Yeah.
So
Don't
that's
kill
totally
people.
normal.
But like
You can masturbate.
Yeah.
no.
This quarantine is
like,
perfect for like following your instincts and
Yeah.
eating the whole
No,
day.
no.
watching
This
porn.
might be a little bit of a side question, but like we're talking about how like sex is one of these primary instincts that we have. So how does
Still, people live abstinent their whole life.
how does that relate to asexuals, for example?
Yeah.
People who just don't have that feeling at all. Like, is that a
But they don't necessarily don't masturbate. Most of them, I think, have, as far as I'm informed, they have no interest in having sex with another person. They don't find that especially. Sometimes they don't even have an interest in like having sex with themselves.
They don't enjoy it. Yeah.
But the interviews I've seen, they often said that they still do masturbate. So some kind of instinct is still there. It's just that they don't necessarily want to share it with someone else.
It's selfish?
God, masturbation is so selfish. That's my orgasm. You have nothing to do with that.
So the X-ray division of Lord of the Rings.
It's a golem.
Gollum the
I'm a
asexual.
sexual golem.
Gollum the asexual.
No, but that's an interesting question. I will do some research on that. Because... But I mean, you can make the same question, what's with people with eating disorder who just don't want to eat? It's also against their instincts. I think we do a lot of
But they eat.
sick things against our instincts.
But they eat. For example, the bulimic, they eat.
The bulimic, but the anorexic, they don't eat. So,
but they have their nervous system messed up because they perceive as they are fat, and because they become so obsessed with the perfect body.
But anorexia can have different reasons. I mean, you can also be like
perfect body models.
I think that's not the only reason you
Teenagers?
can get anorexic. I think that's one reason, but you can also be anorexic because you have a lot of stress, for example, or you can and that prevents you from eating. I mean, I don't understand it fully. Like, I've never had that feeling of not wanting to eat. I always want to eat.
You're
but
saying
from what I've read and stuff, there's also people who get depressed and then anorexic who stop eating.
But
or they
anorexia,
Oh, no, for me that was
anorexia it's like the name of the disease. You have anorexia. It is diagnostic. It's like diagnosis.
But an eating disorder can be part of another disease.
Exactly. For example, you're telling when you're stress, you don't eat because you're so stressed. But that doesn't mean you're anorexic.
No, but I'm saying
in that moment you don't eat.
But I'm saying if it becomes a chronic thing, if it's like I'm so stressed with my life, I'm so fucked up with a mental illness or so that I don't eat, and so the anorexia is like kind of part of that other disease.
No,
but that's
Or
a
the eating
symptom.
disorder.
That's
It's
a
a
symptom,
symptom.
not a diagnosis. Yeah.
Not a disease. And so I think what he's trying to say is that, for example, people who are diagnosed with anorexia have that as the disease. Like, for example, like for me, when I was really depressed, I just was way too stressed to eat. I was way too depressed to eat. And so often I would eat like once every 2 days or once a day, maybe at max. And that like I would say I was anorexic at that time because I don't identify with that kind of I don't think that it's fair to people who are actually anorexic to me to say it's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's more a symptom.
It's a symptom.
It's more of a symptom, and so for me it's like I was stressed, therefore I didn't eat.
Exactly.
But for anorexia, I think it's this whole thing based around I don't deserve to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's
it's
that
a different thing of mental.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's kind of taking it from a symptom to your eating is the you believe that you eating is the problem.
Yeah. For example, a normal person can say, "I'm depressed today." Okay, it's normal. Everybody get depressed, but you're not a depressive person.
Yeah,
That's
you don't
completely
have
different.
depression,
That's
instantly,
completely different because one thing is having clinical depression, and another thing is feeling depressed.
But I think what I wanted to say that with anorexia, I think it can have different reasons apart from wanting to follow a beauty ideal. I think it can also come from a perspective of hatred. It's like I don't value my body at all, so I don't want it to nourish, or I don't want it to get like the nutrients.
Because this person, especially in that's very common in teenager girls, because they want to be perfect and have the perfect body, and they have this.
But that's
dysmorphic disorder.
That's again connected to some beauty standard. But can it be that it's like not connected to a beauty standard? You know what I mean? Like,
I see your point, but no, that's not the definition part of
anorexia. Okay.
I know what you're saying, but it's not classified as that. Mm-hmm. And if you guys want more research, go to the CADS. That's the list of all the diseases, and the CA.
This is like the psychiatric thing.
13 is the psychiatric diagnosis.
Yeah, let's talk more about mental health. It's an important topic.
Yeah.
Stay healthy in this quarantine.
Yeah.
Stay mentally healthy.
I actually think that it would increase the number of people with depression and stuff because of being
that's
alone, locked.
That's a scary kind of fear that we as society should have, because it's like, okay, we're preventing that disease, but how many others are we creating?
That's scary. That's scary. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
And I think that like we can see that kind of not like directly with like a massive nationwide or
how long is
citywide quarantine, like almost an hour already.
Okay. I think at an hour we wrap it up, right?
Yeah. But for example, in Finland and Sweden, for example,
Lewis has gone to the puzzle. Thank you for making stuff. Sorry, Caleb.
and there's a lot of countries like the way things work is that in the winter times, like often it's like 12, 13, 14, maybe even 16 hours a day.
Darkness.
Or even more than that, like 20 are dark. And so basically there's this thing called like winter sickness, and a lot more people get depressed because you've got nothing to do outside except you basically you go to school or go to work and then you go home because there's like everything's dark outside.
There's no sunlight.
It must be so horrible.
There's no sunlight, and so that's also a stimulus. But also I think that part of it is the fact that there's such a variety of things that you are able to do. Like for example, if it's if the sun goes down at 2:00 in the afternoon, then the amount of things which you're able to do, you can't go out and see friends outside. You can't do these things in large groups of people outside.
You mean now?
No, in Finland, for example.
But I mean, you can still, even if it's dark, you can still go out with friends.
Yeah.
Or you can still go at some friend's house.
Yeah, but they have
like
extreme weather in those countries with the extreme coldness and
actually one of my
and they have
friends
a great percentage of suicides.
Yeah, one of my mom's friends, she lives in Finland, and she sometimes sends pictures. It's like meters of snow and like minus 20 degrees for like weeks. It's so crazy.
There's some places in the northern states of the United States and like Canada. Mm-hmm. And it's like because like for me it's like when you like see like the United States, you're like, oh, this is all equal. Like, oh, if it's higher up, then it's going to be colder. It's further down, it's going to be warmer. But like there's some places in like New England, for example, like New York State and stuff like that, and it's just like there's regularly like there's like no snow, and then it's like overnight there's like half a meter of snow, like a meter of snow, and that's just overnight, or like 2 meters of snow.
But despite the fact that there's more depressions, people in those countries are not necessarily unhappier. Like if you look at the happy index,
no. They're very, very happy.
Danish people, I think, are the happiest, but it was Finnish people.
It's the Nordic countries.
So,
they all come to
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I mean, they maybe use their time in inside.
Yeah, and
Well.
my German teacher, they used to live in Finland, and he told me that they have this cabin the
sauna?
that produces sunlight, and that way they don't feel like so like.
Yeah.
That's nice. I would love to have that.
Yeah, no,
It's just like
sun cabin, I don't know.
Like we could just use Carmen's room and like make a sun cabin, and whenever you feel down on the day, you just sit there for like half an hour, soaking some good energy and go out.
Watching the wall. Watching the wall because you don't.
No, we could put like some cool, chill, harmonic music on there and some nice pictures.
And a cat hanging there.
Maybe a TV to watch like videos.
Because the thing is, like in far out North Russia, like I saw this photo which I found really interesting.
You haven't seen that picture of a cat?
Of a cat?
Yeah, hanging in a stick, and there's a legend that says hanging there is very popular.
No,
Okay,
but I think you should
apparently
definitely
no.
get it.
He is so deep inside memes that he's like, this one's popular.
This is
3
just
people have
meme
seen it.
culture.
3 people on the
No,
entire
that's
world
not a
have seen
meme.
it.
That's not a meme. That's in psychologists practice. They have this picture.
Okay.
It's like just to the cat.
Yeah.
It's like basically yoga, cat pose.
Yeah. No. But one thing I found was very interesting is that like in like the far northern like Russian states, like in schools, like if you're a kid in school, like there's like this thing like once every like few weeks or like once a week, and you basically get in a room, strip down to your underwear, and like stand in front of this lamp for like 10 minutes or so.
That sounds a bit abusive.
And this is it's like totally normal. It's like and it's a vitamin D lamp because there's months which you get no vitamin D from the sun at all because the sun's always underneath and so people get sick a lot easier because they don't have vitamin D. And so what they do is in the schools they have that. It's alright. And so what's happening is that they just do that. You know, they yeah. You good?
Yeah, that's
But yeah,
vitamin D.
vitamin D.
But I mean, I don't know about
D.
the other countries. To put it back to our reality right now, we can still go on walks. So I think a good thing is, I hope that you in Spain and who else who's
Just Spanish.
Italy?
it's just
No,
basically
all people in Italy are still all dead. They're all dead
we're
already.
all in Germany or Spain, right?
Pretty much.
Is anyone else like in other countries right now? No.
You haven't seen this?
No. But it's cute. Oh my god. It's a
Yeah.
baby cat.
Yeah.
Okay, we should send you that later.
Hang in there. Okay, that's like a motivational.
Yes, I know. I'm telling you.
That's what I mean.
So apparently you weren't.
Those are the
you
first
didn't
memes.
went to the.
Those are the first memes. Those were the memes for like single mothers. You know?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I had a friend in school, and his mom, like, whenever I came to his house, like,
So
his
funny.
mom had everything full of these pictures,
Yeah,
these
live, laugh,
motivational
love.
pictures.
Live, laugh, love.
But everywhere, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the living room, in his room, in her room.
In his room.
It's like, oh,
There's a picture of Jesus and then live, laugh, love right
no,
beside it.
not Jesus, but like all these cute like cat pictures or like children and then like a nice motivational. But it was kind of creepy because you would all come there and you'd be like, you go there to like drink and smoke and do like druggy stuff, and you would have all these like happy, healthy things watching you. It's, yeah, that's
funny.
my kind of view.
Honestly though, and this is not a crack at you, but you are definitely going to become that person. In 10 years time, I'm going to come to you and you're like, hey, like...
I am already, because oh my god, I got this when I was not in Germany. I got all this Werbung from Klett Verlag. You know, Luis? Like I got all these prospects, all these magazines with like Werbung in it only.
Yeah.
And they were always, but they had a really nice wrapping, which was like a nice, colorful image, and it said, Sprachen machen das Leben bunter. And I found it so cute that it's hanging in my room now, so I'm like, already become that person.
Yeah. It's just slowly invading you. It's
The momminess!
It's like coronavirus.
Just need to get pregnant now.
Yeah. There's there's one thing I found interesting, and it's like, there was this, I saw this like a few days ago, and essentially Target in the States, they wanted to figure out how to, like, essentially they went to their advertising guys and they said, we want to try and find out which of our customers are pregnant, because if they're pregnant, then we can give them coupons for like prams and stuff like that, and that will, you know, and other stuff. And so what this, like, so this guy got this mathematician in, and the mathematician found out that, for example, women who are pregnant are more likely to buy like moisturizing vitamins. No, like just like even in the early stage of pregnancy. And so for basically what this guy was able to find was that based on what people had already bought, he could find out which of these people were likely pregnant.
That's crazy social screening.
Really, really creepy. And then the thing was that, and the thing was that the crazy thing was that one time, and of course this was done like all at the top, you know, like it was like essentially like the people, the owners of the individual Target stores had no idea that this was happening. Mm-hmm. And this father came to this Target store and said, a little back up as well. And essentially it was that now that they knew who was likely pregnant or not, they would send out coupons. But of course, if they sent out a coupon full of maternity items, then people started to get suspicious. So they kind of like sprinkled other things in them, like a can of soup, you know, blah, 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 and then like a maternity extra. And I was like, I don't know. And so then this father came and they said, like, I live with me and my daughter, and we've just been getting these coupons for with maternity or with products in them. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to get my daughter pregnant or something like that? Like, we don't want this stuff. And he got real angry about it and he filed a complaint. And then 3 weeks later, he came back and he apologized to the Target store and he said, hey, I'm sorry. I was actually kind of in the wrong. I didn't mean to get angry at you. I was just a bit confused. It turns out that my daughter was pregnant. And I didn't find out until a week ago. Target found out before the father that his daughter was pregnant. And that was like the thing that kind of blew everybody's minds, is that like you can actually do this kind of stuff. You can actually social screen people. Yeah, you just have to be slightly smart about it. Because for example, if you get people's credit card records, then you can find out everything that they've done. You know? Wow. Okay, with that thought, I think we should close this podcast for today. Yeah, this is the it's already been an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah. This episode of Black Mirror was brought to you by... No, 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay, so then I have the time for our sponsor. This is brought to by Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club is a company that will give you a great shave for only $1 a week. I've been using this product for the past 3 weeks, and I tell you, I've never felt such a shave as clean. And he has a great moustache. I've got a great moustache. Great stash. So of course I don't use it on my moustache. But still, it is great. It is really, really good. And I was talking to Louise about it. Louise uses it as well. Yeah. Can women use it as well? Yeah, but only for the vaginas. For the pussy. For the pussy. Okay. Yeah. Can I do a quarantine stash for my pussy hair? If you want to. Please. I will shave my facial hair off for the rest of my life and never grow up back. If I do or if I don't? If you do it, yeah. Okay, people. I hope you like this podcast. It was something very new for us, but I think we really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to put it on YouTube, to be honest. And let us know what we should talk about next week. If you want another podcast. If not, fuck you, we're making another podcast. Fuck you, we're just spamming you because we're so bored. Yeah, and I think we're gonna go back to puzzling now. Sounds good. Should we do puzzle today? I think we should puzzle. We didn't puzzle yesterday. We didn't puzzle. I was busy yesterday. We couldn't puzzle. So today we'll puzzle. And maybe
So-
yoga. Yeah,
Yeah, we need to-
yoga. Okay,
Yoga with Adriene.
Okay. No. We'll talk about it next week fully. But if you like, this is our topic for starting next week. Yoga is the way to go. You know, like I've been able to touch my toes for the first time in at least 21 years. So sounds good.
Yeah, stay healthy, stay happy, take care of yourself.
We love you.
We love you. We miss you.
Louis, say we love you.
Oh, we love you.
Louis is already gone.
No,
Or that
sorry.
means.
I have a bad news.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. With that, goodbye. We love you again. Ciao.